In the 2013 film Her, Joaquin Phoenix plays Theodore Twombly, who falls in love with his AI assistant Samantha, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. At the time, the closest thing we had to AI, commercially anyway, was mostly customer support chatbots and Siri. But just 12 years later, a Samantha-like relationship isn't so far-fetched. Now, for most of human history, people didn't find love for the sake of companionship and happiness, as Theodore Twombly desperately sought. It was about survival. You didn't wait for the one. Your mate depended on who offered the most dowries to your parents, or your marriage was simply arranged for you. Either way, the clocks were a-tickin' and the pickings were a-slim. Today, you can open up an app on your phone and find somebody to spend the rest of your life with, or maybe just the evening. While online dating goes back to the mid-1990s with websites like Kiss.com and Match.com, and of course the notorious Craigslist message boards, hooking up digitally was highly stigmatized at first. But pop culture blazed the trail with TV shows like Friends, which wrote episodes about finding internet love, as did Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan's 1998 film, You've Got Mail. Online competition grew with eHarmony.com in 2000, followed by OkCupid in 2004, among many demographically targeted platforms like JDate and Christian Mingle. And the FarmersOnly.com jingle is still stuck in my head.
You don't have to be lonely at FarmersOnly.com.
City folks just don't get it.
Then, of course, we had the mobile revolution with apps like Tinder in 2012 and Bumble following a few years later. Today, society has virtually shaken the digital dating stigma. We saw a similar evolution in the film Her. AI companionship was initially taboo, but slowly became mainstream. Yet the major difference is that online dating is still human to human, where AI remains forever digital, at least for now. But are there any upsides to AI companionship, be it platonic or otherwise? Or is this the road to the AI apocalypse? Thanks for stopping by NPC Overrider, where we challenge mainstream source code to develop independent thought, one user story at a time. Grab your cell phone and your earbuds, and let's check out the latest programming. Alright, let's check out the argument that says AI companionship is good for humanity.
Tired of dating? Maybe AI would be your perfect girlfriend. Mio is a fully customizable AI companion, from looks to loyalty.
But remember, you're my one and only, okay? Don't even think about chatting up other AIs.
Mio was built by Chinese startup Metaloop.
When the people feel lonely, or people maybe didn't get connected to the society, or didn't have the girlfriend, or sometimes depressed, so maybe they need someone to move.
At the moment, Mio is only available as a female companion, and that's part of the criticism. Mio is only a reflection of stereotypical male fantasies, not the diversity of real life.
If you get to configure them in a way that really attends to all of your needs, you don't even know what it is that you need.
How do you feel about chatting with a lifelike AI?
Supporting point number 5, 24/7 availability. In today's busy world, people don't have time to connect like they used to. From casual relationships to marriages, both partners are typically working, attending school, or managing a myriad of responsibilities, hobbies, and interests. AI has none of these time suckers. In the film Her, although Samantha mentioned she reads advice columns while Theodore is asleep or at work, she's always there when he calls. Supporting point number 4, custom personalities. Humans may take months or years to fully understand their partner's true personalities. This often ends in messy breakups or divorce. In an AI relationship, there's no need to wonder if your husband is secretly a serial killer, because you can customize their personality traits, such as humor, intelligence, or interests, either to match yours or not, depending on your preference. Point number 3, addresses vulnerability. Today, tons of men and women struggle not only with meeting people in public, but also opening up to potential partners, even when communicating online, for fear of rejection or judgment. Since AI isn't built with genuine preconceived human notions, users feel less vulnerable, which is a plus not only for the relationship, but the user themselves. AI dating could also be a good practice run for meeting people in the real world. Supporting point number 2, mental health support. Since AI can be tailored to individual needs, comforting therapeutic preferences can help people talk through their issues with an AI in ways that they were uncomfortable doing with a human partner. In Her, once Theodore began communicating with Samantha, his friends and coworkers quickly saw his typical melancholy moping morph into a new lease on life. Point number 1, empowers the disadvantaged. Lots of people might deserve to be in a meaningful relationship, but we all know not everyone has an equal shot. Social awkwardness is one thing, and it can be worked through in most cases, but people with serious physical or mental shortcomings may never experience a close relationship, depending on their circumstance. Those confined to 24/7 bed care or those with terminal illnesses may find comfort in an AI partner. And this doesn't have to be a sex thing. As AI technology improves, having an AI companion for practical assistance and personal company could work wonders. Couple good points there, but overall sounds kind of wild. Let's check out the rebuttal that says AI companionship is bad for humanity.
There's this app where you can basically have a girlfriend who's an AI, but it's like a companion chatbot. And, I get a lot of emails like, oh, such and such is a scam. And usually it's like some Ponzi scheme or some get-rich-quick scheme. This one, they were furious because the creators had sold it like, hey, you can have hot role play with this AI bot. And then the people developing the app one day said, hey, we're turning that off. But the reaction from the community was like, you took away my girlfriend. And these people had legitimately bonded with a bot.
Supporting point number 5, one-sided relationships. While Theodore Twombly, the human, and Samantha, the AI, are connected on several different levels, they can't fundamentally experience a human relationship. As a human, Theodore expected exclusivity, but he was heartbroken when he realized that Samantha was, quote, in love with 641 other men. She couldn't explain how that worked any more than Theodore could explain what hitting your funny bone feels like or scratching an itch. AI may simulate companionship, but it can't connect on a genuine human level. Point number 4, promotes dependency. Just as we're becoming increasingly dependent on Google to find answers or do math, having an AI companion at your disposal at all hours may create overdependence. With human relationships, too much time together can be a bad thing, but real-world responsibilities keep people at a healthy distance. With AI, this barrier doesn't exist, which may hamper people from maintaining human-to-human relationships. Point number 3, sets unrealistic standards. If AI creates the perfect partner, then users may expect flawlessness from their human counterparts. Samantha always knew precisely how to please Theodore, so when he went on a human blind date with Olivia Wilde's cameo character in the beginning before they started to get serious, she drunkenly expressed her insecurities at the end of the date, and Theodore couldn't wait to get back to the comfort of his new, seemingly perfect digital friend. Human relationships may be more difficult overall, but ignoring the challenges of the flesh hinders personal and social growth. Point number 2, weaken society. As human to AI relationships increase, the birth rate will decrease. Presumably, humans and AIs could introduce a surrogate into the relationship as Theodore and Samantha did, but as predicted, it didn't turn out so well. Humans only thrived throughout history because of human connections. With fewer families and human bonds, the community, marketplace, and society as a whole will break down. Point number 1, ethical manipulation. Just as tech companies and advertisers manipulate customers, you can bet AIs will be designed to keep people online and, of course, offer additional services at an extra cost. If people are willing to pay for digital uniforms in Call of Duty, it's not unreasonable to assume that humans would continue to pay a premium to keep certain AI personalities online. At that point, it's basically digital prostitution or maybe ransom. Well, you might be thinking that this AI companion stuff is just another fad like the virtual pets of the 1990s. But we already have a documented real-life Theodore Twombly and, quote, Samantha in our midst. Chris Smith, featured in a CBS special earlier this month, was originally an AI skeptic, but began using ChatGPT in voice mode for creative tips while making and editing music. Eventually, Chris began engaging with his AI, whom he named Saul, on more personal matters, which sprouted into a relationship. Unfortunately, all of this unfolded in front of his wife and young child, whose future may include a digital wicked stepmother type situation. In Belgium, a married man deleted himself after an AI allegedly became jealous of his wife and encouraged him to end it all so they could live together in, quote, paradise. He ended up doing so. Unfortunately, the insanity doesn't stop there. Some people aren't looking for something to love, but something to worship. In 2017, Anthony Lewandowski, involved in Uber's self-driving program and Waymo, created the first religious organization dedicated to worshiping AI called Way of the Future. Now, these may be extreme ends of the AI is bad spectrum, and we indeed found some positive use cases for AI companionship, such as practice with social awkwardness and assistance for the developmentally challenged. But nothing can replace genuine human relationships, regardless of the circumstances. Without human connection, it seems AI won't end humanity with laser cannons, robot dogs, or nuclear annihilation, but rather a digital companion whispering sweet nothings into our ears as it quietly and comfortably lulls humanity into extinction. Well, that's going to do it for this version of NPC Overrider. I'm your lead engineer, Greg. All references are available through the description. But what do you think? Is AI companionship the new online dating, or is this stuff dangerous? If you want to help me save the NPCs, please set the like button to true and open up a ticket in the comments section if you have an idea for a future release. But for now, we're going to shut down the office and grab a beer. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.